Howdy folks, it's Earl here and welcome back to Eternia SMP, the best place on the planet to play Minecraft 1.19.1. We are on 1.19. Some of you may have seen the live stream from a few days ago, but this is the first video I'm making on 1.19. Sorry, just my microphone, I know it's loud. And I got so much stuff to do in this video. I hope we can do it before it gets too long. So without further ado, 1.19 with Optifine 1.19.1. It released moments before my live stream the other day. I was going to live stream without it and just deal with the grainy textures. But 1.19.1 Optifine dropped, and it is so smooth. It's the best Optifine version ever. So smooth. And my new textures that I've been working hard on are all in-game now. I'm just ecstatic. Yeah. I don't know. I'm so happy. So anyway, what I'm going to do first, first thing we're going to do is actually not even in our base. We're going to run into town for a moment. Let's just bring all those. And I'll show you why when we get there. No one is on with us. That's okay. I'm actually doing this very quickly in the afternoon before my family needs me. So if I sound like I'm in a hurry, I'm doing a bad job because I'm trying to not sound like I'm in a hurry, though I am. Does that make sense? I'm not in, well, yeah, you get it. So anyway, first of all, let's check my mailbox and see what's happening. And I'm not going to point out all of my new textures. I just want you to enjoy them. That's how I look at it. I just want to enjoy them. I am noticing all the, I need some name tags while I'm here. I am noticing all of the Redcraft textures I still need to make my own versions of. But the Redcraft is so good. Every time I make a texture and not use the Redcraft version, it makes me kind of sad. Oh my gosh, look at that. Makes me sad because I love the Redcraft stuff too. But anyway, anywho, enough going on about that. We can take as many of these we want. The main purpose is for farms and animals and zoos. So there's no limit. There's no such thing as being greedy. I'm just going to take about a dozen here for another project. Oh, if you want to know what this is. This is a keyring to a cabin we went to a couple years ago, and my mother-in-law accidentally brought the key home. Oops, I was taking an 11th one. Oh gosh, wait, you could just sit there and take a bunch? No. It says like sparrow or something. I can't remember what it says, but she took the broom too. She didn't mean to. She just took the key and the broom, and we get home and unpack the car. I'm like, what's this? She's like, oh no, that was in my pocket. I thought the broom was mine, but more like mine, not hers, but actually mine. I'm like, why did I bring a broom? But anyway, whoa, I was going to go to the end. I don't need to do that out of habit. Anywho, let's see if I can find what I'm looking for here. Anywho, we're going back to that cabin next summer, I guess. Whatever. Is it in here? Yes, all lighting. 1 diamond per stack. So here we go. We're going to go 1 diamond per stack. And was there anybody on the server here to hear me? Frog lights, 1 diamond per stack. Anybody on the server? Of course not. Anywho, let's go home now, but we're gonna take this method. Oh gosh, let's not trample the landscaping. I just like taking this way home. You know, I could take this way here too, couldn't I? Duh. If I take this way home, why don't I take this way here? Anyway, we just go to the slime farm, and then we are home. Let's just double check what's going on in here since we're here. I don't get down here very often. It's a very slow farm now that we have generation underneath us ever since Deep Slate was at 117, 118, 117. Because of the generation of new tunnels that I haven't cleared out, the slime stuff slowed way down, which is fine. I've got so much slime, I don't even know what to do with it. Gosh, I love this view when you come out here. Oh, hey, we need some black ink. So guess what? I don't want to ruin my landscaping. You want to give me some black ink? You gave me some black ink. Cool. Man, we don't look around our base very much anymore because we keep building and moving on. We really need to have an episode where I like tour my own base. You know what I mean? Like my own base tour. Oh yeah, we have a way out. Scary. It's always scary to go past the fences and the gates. Alright, let's see. What is next on our to-do list? Let's go in this way. Because we can. Oh, this is beautiful too. Hey guys. So nobody's ever answered my question. All the names of these guys. What is it? Steve, Tyler, Ed. What is the other? What else is in there? Kevin and Jim, right? What are those names? It's the band members of Bare Naked Ladies. A band I've been following since before they were famous. Who had their prime a little bit ago. Now it's just the die-hard fans, but they still sell out gigantic venues. So they're still cool, but Kevin's my favorite, the keyboardist. So that's who those people are. That's what those names are. Oh, I need to make some room. Actually, this lighting, let's go like, let's take this for now. This lighting we're actually going to use straight away for this project, which I'm not going to talk, well, yeah, we're going to talk about, we are going to talk about this project in a little bit. Ink sac, there we go, look at, I'm making sure to have all 16 colors represented. Check that out. Mainly so I can help myself remember what the 16 colors are. If there's a 17th color, I'm not aware of it. I don't think they've added any colors since the very beginning, have they? Alright, let's put this stuff away. We got diamonds and name tags. There we go. We're going to need those for a project as well. Alright, next on the to-do list. We bought the Frog of Lights by Eldwendon. He has a farm, which we will visit his farm. We're still going to do a farm tour of all of Eldwendon's farms. Because that's what he loves to do on the servers, is make farms. It's his thing. It's what he loves, and it's awesome. I totally get it. I talked about the textures. We did the Frog Lights. Oh yeah, this next thing is freaking cool. Freaking cool. It's going to make a long part of the video. It's going to be, but I just want to talk about this because I've had this ready for months and I haven't been able to talk about it until now. And hopefully, I'll show you here. So remember in the live stream when we were making our mangrove trees here, I said don't look over here, right? Well, now you can look. It's not scary. Don't worry. It's dirt and rooted dirt with a bunch of dripstone. Why do you think there's dripstone? Renewable water source, thing of water, and a shovel with Fortune 3. What do you think is going on here? Well, this is my clay room, my clay making farm. It's little, just a little test I wanted to do. So normally I wait till this is completely done before we dig it up, but just for the sake of making the video, and because I don't know how much real life time I have, I'm going to go ahead and dig up what we have, and I'll show you how this works. It'll be a little clumsy because I'm not clearing it out entirely, but we'll get around the clumsy and you just have to pretend it's awesome. So what do we do? Well, we come down here and the shovel goes on there, and then we take as many of these water bottles as we can, and we need some dirt here, and we'll go like this. Can we fit them all? We can. Cool. Sometimes I can fit them all, sometimes I can't, depending on how much clay I get. So yeah, what was that? How many blocks did I get? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, like 15, 25 blocks, 15, 18 blocks. I got all that clay, right? So again, normally it's not this clumsy, but we would put some dirt around here like this and make it too wide so I can reach. Just like this. All the way around, I go too deep. Including back here, that I often forget about. And boy, am I going through dirt like crazy, but it's worth it. I have enough. Then you take a water bottle and you make a mud just like this, and then I have I normally have a system down where I can clean out my bar really fast, and I'll like quickly whip on new water, and it goes very quickly. It slows me down when I talk about it, but I do have a method to my madness, and it is worth it. I only got one more here. Normally I have enough space in my hotbar for all of that. But not today for some reason. I'm just going to put that one back to stay out of the way. And then you take these and you go through, and don't go too fast because if you go beyond it, you pour water in there and turn that into mud. I've done that already. So we come in here, we just keep going like this. Do 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 do. Wait, what? Did those just turn back into dirt? No, that's never happened to me. Ever. And I've done probably 1,000 blocks now. What was that? Did you see that? I'll have to watch back on the video and edit this and see what happened. Maybe nothing happened and I'm just crazy, but that was super weird. I swear it all changed back on me. Whatever. Also, sorry I'm just listening. There's a lot of cool sounds if you do this really loudly. It's really freaking cool. Whoops, I forgot I made more. Again, when I do this on my own, it's perfectly smooth, I promise. But when I do it when I'm talking, it's going pretty clumsily. Whatever, doesn't matter, right? We're not in it for a race. It's just really fun and cool. There we go. Then let's get the rest of my dirt out here. And we'll stop. Whoops, I can't reach that one, can I? Oh, I can. Good. Do I have a few left? I do. Get rid of all this. And boom, 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 boom. Click through fast. I don't need them all, I know. And there. Whoops. We go. There. So then that'll turn into clay, right? And then, as you saw before, well, first let's clean all these up. All right, fill these back in. Whoops. So we have it ready to go for next time. And then boom. And normally, like I said, I get more room in my hotbar, but not today for some reason. There you go. Put that all back. Let that turn. It's supposed to go every 15 minutes, but it goes way faster than that. Like, some of them turn instantly, so whatever. So I just let that go. And then I come over here with my clay. And I throw it in my hopper. Ta-da. Boom, boom, boom. And the chest goes in the hopper. It cooks. I have plenty of blocks there. And then, boom, you get your bricks. And then what I'll do is I'll just, usually right away, just make them into bricks, right? Come on. I like how they're called brick and bricks. There we go. And then this is going to be for my hotel project. And then I'm going to need like thousands of these. So I'm just going to go until I can't stand anymore. And then I'll go along and I'll harvest some trees. And then I'll do my clay. And then I'll come back and do the animals. I'll go back to the clay because it goes that fast. And that is my clay farm. It is so cool and so simple and so awesome. I built that like months ago. I just kept it hidden from everybody because I didn't know when 119 was going to drop. So there we go. What is next on the list then? Oh yeah, my condos out back. How much time do we have? Okay, we will actually, let's just run through the, should I take a chest? Sorry, minecart? Nah, we'll just run through here. And I bred a few more sheep for wool for another project because I had 2 sheep and I was trying to get wool and it was taking forever. And I forgot about the public wool farm at Spawn, but that's okay. Alrighty, so we're going to go over to the city now and I'll show you what I've done. And then I'll show you the next project or projects that I'll probably do off camera. So, first of all, I brought some dogs home during the live stream. They should be sitting right here, and they are. I'm going to make a dog park here soon. We've talked about this before. I'll probably level it off, maybe only go up 1 level, but then have like a wall around it, because I also have to be careful here, because things can crawl up there. Oh no, they can't. Yeah, they can, because that's too high. There we go. Now they can't crawl up, but they can come up here and jump across. So monsters can come, but I might make a wall here and then sink this down a little bit. But this will be a dog park going all the way out to something out here. And then we might just have a regular park. So we'll start the dog park soon. And then there's so many cows ever since the 119 update. And then if you recall, that's going to be like a nature winter park, which is unrelated to this. Alrighty, so moving along, I finished furnishing the condos. I guess this doesn't look so bad. I look at this on Dynamap a lot, and it looks terrible on Dynamap, but in person it doesn't look too bad, does it? I thought I was starting to lose the tall city skyscraper idea because we got some space here, but that's the only space you're going to have. I'll tell you what's going to happen next, and it's going to get taller, actually, and more dense, too. I also have to go back to building facades. Like, remember, I used some tricks to get these 2 buildings to look full, yet they're not. And then I went next to that and made a full building, which is this one. which takes up too much space, and then I'll tell you what this is, and then I'll tell you what I'm going to do down there. I have to get back to the facade thing, because look, a fully almost to scale building with full furnishing is just too big. Too big. So anyway, here's the lobby. Your friends can sit and wait for you to come down and get them. And here's an abandoned check-in desk, like, hey, I'm here to see so-and-so. My friend who lives in the high-rise downtown. You have to check in with the concierge or doorman, and then they'll let you in. So that's what this was, but it's abandoned. So now people just sit down here and call their friends on their cell phones and text them and say, I am here. And they come and get them. So here's 401. You hop up. Bam! We talked about the loft before, but here's the refrigerator. Sink, oven, stove, in the bathroom. Semi-private. You probably have a slider here to cover yourself. And then we got the table to sit, and then nice couch so your friends can come over. You can stare at what that is. We'll talk about that in a moment. And then you can watch the trains go by if you want. So this is the cheaper unit because it's down here. And then it's the kind of lofty open. So here's a bed with some semi-privacy because, you know, it's very modern. Very modern. So your bed's exposed to the living room because why not? And then we talked about the loft last time. Yep, which we'll just look at briefly but not talk about it. Because next we are going to go... Sorry, I'm looking what that is. What is that? Well, it's a tree. Next we'll go to the second level, which is the 601? 601 building. Or not building, 601 unit. A little different. I made them all different. So here we've mainly because of the elevators. The elevator forced the differences. Here's your oven over here and a cooking counter, and then your sink, counter, and fridge, and you have a toilet back here that's hidden. But you can look at stuff out here out the window, though there would be a little slider, of course. My aunt and uncle, who lived in a rural cabin, their bathroom was kind of like this. You had the kitchen, and then the toilet, like, next to the fridge. I'm not making this up. And then they had, like, a curtain, like a shower curtain they'd slide over if you wanted to use it. But the only time I was there was like with huge family gatherings with like 30, 40 people. So you would literally go next to the toilet, sit down, slide the curtain, and like go to the bathroom when there's like 40 people. I'm not making this crap up. It's totally true. My other cousin's house, they had a kitchen and they had like those saloon doors to their bathroom, and then you go and there's a toilet. So like you would watch people and talk to them making dinner while you're on the toilet through the saloon doors. I'm not making this crap up. Rural way of living is a little different than us city folk. So anyway, there's your bathroom. That's my excuse for making these weird configurations. Whatever. And then they have a little better view because they pay a little bit more money on their couch. And then they got their table. And then here, their semi-private bedroom. Alrighty. So and then we looked at the loft last time. Ta-da. I don't know what this is. Little play area, study area, yoga area. I don't know. And then you leave. Can you imagine watching people fall down the elevator right when you're like making dinner? Then the top, the 801 unit, way up here. You have to take a deep breath before you go up that elevator. And then what's this one? This is an interesting one. Here you've got cupboards. Kitchen is like in the middle, which is interesting. And then over here you've got your couch. They have one couch to look out. They pay more, so they have a good view, not really obstructed. But then they have a dining couch area. See this? Isn't that cool? They have a couch that they can dine at because they pay so much money. And then here you have the master bedroom, which is mostly private. It's a lot more private than all the other units. And then you might be asking, where's the toilet? Well, the toilet is just like the first unit where it's back here with a little slider. You got to go in there and sit down. And then you can look out the window as you tinkle, as you drop the kids off at the pool, as you bring the Browns to the Super Bowl, as you take a juice, as you take a grinder. All the things I learned working security when I was younger. And people use all kinds of terms. What is that? Just a tree. Still getting used to my own new textures, but I love them. Alrighty, we're looking at the loft. This is loft number 1, and this place has a guest loft because they pay a lot more money than everybody else to live here. So there you go. I don't know why this is taking so long to turn green, because when I was building my thing down here, which we'll talk about next, it turned green instantly. So eventually that's going to turn fully green, and I'm going to let it turn fully green. It must just be that the simulation chunks are much shorter than I'm used to, so none of this runs when I'm at my mountain, perhaps? Doesn't matter. It looks good both ways. So anyway, we're going to leave now. And what is next on my list to look at? Oh yeah, the park next door. So here's the park, because you have to have some green space in a city, right? We have all these tall buildings, we have around a McDonald's boot, and now we have a park. Every block, every flower, everything is meticulously placed with this amazing fountain that I love. I just wish these would oxidize too, but no such luck. I guess they stay clean from the water. This turned green right away. I might go back and wax that to make it match the piping. I might not, we'll see. Anyway, lots of places to sit. Cold stone benches, or yeah, everything's stone cold benches. Got some things to look at here in the water. It's a tight, oh yeah, and then you got poison ivy or something. It's a very tight space, but it's I was gonna say well done, not to like toot my own horn, but I think it's handled very well for the tight space. I think we got a lot going on in here. And then you got your back view of the alley, which is the alley will be its own project. I love you can see the marquee everywhere. So funny. The alley's actually gonna stop here, which I'll explain from the other side. Just don't know how I'm gonna do it yet. Alrighty, the next thing, I totally got a lot done. I've had a lot of time to play but not record, just because of the way my family is and their ages and where they are with all their friends and everything. And my wife is getting into her TV shows again, which is fine, but they drive me absolutely crazy. And yeah, she doesn't like when I watch her shows with her because she knows I get driven crazy. So I build. Anyway, what is this? This is a jail. So this, I was always going to do a jail here, but this isn't the way I was thinking it would be. I was thinking we'd have I was thinking of like a triangle shaped or building shaped like this with retail on the bottom, train station here, and then jail on top. But once they started building, it ended up like this. Just a very, very old building in the city before they had new condos and newer buildings get built around it. That's the storyline. So anyway, I am really happy with how this turned out. This was a very frustrating build, but it turned out pretty exciting actually. This is Kulteberg. Remember, we live in Kulteberg. Kulteberg Jail, prisoner entrance. And then around here you've got Kulteberg Jail, employee entrance. And then back here's just a bunch of flowers, because you want the jail to look pretty. Right? So there you go. And we're going to go up there. We're going to talk about how the jail is going to work. And then I'll show you what is next. So here you go. You go and you check in with the guards, right? Long check-in process because apparently there's a lot of criminals. And then you go up to the jail. Don't worry, it's safe. It's all carpet. Nothing can spawn. Blocks are 0. You can't actually open these doors. So that way you don't accidentally let the prisoners out. So what's going to happen? Well, what is going to happen is as things spawn in here, I'm going to put name tags on them, and then they'll stay forever, right? As mob spawn. I know it works because the very, very, very first SMP I ever played on, I had a little jail in my house, because that makes sense. And I had a bunch of spawns, and they stayed. Most, I didn't name them back then, but most of them stayed. So that's just how this is going to work. I have name tags with names already named. I'm not going to show you their names. And then up here. Now, why don't I have any mobs yet? Because I haven't been here at night. The reason why I say I haven't been here at night is even though block level is 0 and everything's covered, sky level is still like 14 or 15. So I can't sit in here at night either. That's too close. So what I need to do is hang out. I tried hanging out of that building and nothing spawned. So I'm going to have to hang out like in one of the further 2 buildings, or just run around at night like a scaredy cat. And then come back in here before daytime and name them. Because I think I had something spawn in here, but then I slept and made a day and it despawned. So I need to let it be night, run around, come back and check for spawns and name them before I sleep. So that's what I need to do. I just need to stay up at night, which isn't difficult. It just scares me. But anyway, so that's the jail. That's how that's going to work. And it will work because I've done it before. So what is next on the list? Well, what's going to happen? Well, this is going to be another road. It's a little smaller though. Sidewalk only on one side. And it's going to go to my huge hotel, which I'm going to build based on this water feature. I know how I'm going to do it. I just got to do it, and it'll be an off-camera build because it's going to take forever and it's going to be very meticulous, which will not make for a good video. So what is this crap? Well, I want to build 2 towers that match that are Okay, so it looks too big, right? Remember I said, oh, this is too big. Well, this is actually 2 blocks only bigger than that one, wider than that. And that one's perfectly fine. Those first 2 are perfect. And this is only 2 blocks wider, just so it works out with some stuff here. And when we do inside. So it's going to be 2 blocks wider than these, so I know it's going to work. And it's going to be where this is the front, where all the units look out with elevator in the back here with glass elevators, and then this will be a mirror image. So this elevator will look at that elevator. The stairs is just going to have stairs to all the units. Elevator is going to go to the penthouse only. So I configured how I want the stairs to be, something like this. Of course, we'll have a facade level because of the railroad tracks, but I think this is how I'm going to do it. I think I just got to figure out the hallway configuration because we have an elevator in the way. So this will probably be the hallway, super narrow. Get your unit, come up here. This is going to be a facade, and boom. And they're going to be really short apartments, only 2.5 blocks tall, and they're not going to be full. And that's where the magic trick comes in. They're not going to be full. Like these are full: kitchen, bathroom, sleeping area, children's sleeping area, guest area, dining area, and lounging area in each unit, right? These are not going to have that. It's going to have probably not even a bathroom, just like, oh, you look from the ground. Oh yeah, these are all the units. They'll be furnished, but probably just one room, right? Just kind of like a facade type thing. That's how these are going to work. And then this one is going to be matching, but mirrored, but not as tall as this one. This one is going to be ridiculously tall, like absurdly tall, like people complain about how tall it's going to be. But the next one won't be that tall. That's what that's going to work. Going to be made out of cement. Very plain, just some windows on the sides and windows on the front. Probably floor-to-ceiling windows. I haven't decided. You know, I love floor-to-ceiling windows in my floor-to-ceiling windows in my buildings. So we'll do that for those, and then as soon as we sleep here, I'll tell you about what is going to happen, I think, for the, I don't want to say the rest of the town, because I can only speak for a little bit at once. And I do think it's funny that I change my plans all the time, but that's what's supposed to happen when you do Minecraft. And rise and shine. Oh my goodness. Oh look, you can climb up here. Don't do that, kids. You'll get hurt. See? Alright, let's quick finish this off. I wanted to keep it under half an hour, and we're really going to be close. We'll go to like 32 minutes probably. So anyway, told you about the hotel, told you about these 2 buildings and my plans for them. I just have to start making them smaller again because they started getting bigger. And now they're too big. And this, well, I'll do something with this. I'm not going to cover that up. Just don't know what yet. So I talk about the towers here. And then I'm going to do my train station here. Don't know how I'm going to do it. And then this is going to be some more tall, fancy buildings for living. I'm going to have to fix this so I don't fall in there. Hey, buddy. Oh, shoot. I'm going to waste the meat. Anyway, I'll cover that up. I'm going to keep it. Just don't know what to do with it yet. So we'll have a lot of tall, compact stuff all the way down. And then on the other side again will be like retail on the bottom with living quarters on top. But these will all just be like residences and offices. Not like multi-mixed tenant type things. We're going to save that for inside. Then again in here, this is all going to be what I said it was, with retail on the bottom, super luxury, low-rise, mid-rise stuff. We'll have a boardwalk. That goes from the hotel all the way around with fancy stuff. Don't know what I'm going to do yet. And then the alley will stop, and then over here will be my row houses as I talked about before. Tight, compact, long and narrow houses, and then some like modern stuff, like modern houses over here, but that'll be older stuff. So there you go, that will do it. Oh gosh, I need a screenshot. That is your half an hour update, because I have a lot to talk about. So I see a lot of this continuing with just updates, because the building is so intricate and large scale that it makes a boring video to build. And I sit and change my mind to think about everything. So anyway, there you go. You know the drill. Like, subscribe so you know when the next Eternia video drops. And I want to get back to building before my family needs me, and I'll see you next time.